Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Jax jungle with lethal tempo, triumph alacrity with coup de grace, with conditioning, revitalize, attack speed 80 and armor. As you can tell from my runes and from the title, we're gonna be playing some max lifesteal Jax with lots of omnivamp self-healing to where we can permanently heal. Something I really like about this build is it makes you very tanky as well. Going for the early shield bow, the shield it gives you helps you survive to where you can get in multiple E's in a fight, which is ultimately what makes Jax so challenging to kill. Big fan of this build, and I like playing Jax in a Rengar. I think it is a Jax favored matchup where you're gonna way outscale him. So I'm excited to play it. I'm gonna go ahead and get our W level 2. And I'm actually thinking of 3 camp invading, and Rengar generally full clears, so we can get away with an invade here. You don't usually want to do Raptors or Krugs until you're level 3 on Jax. Just keep that in mind. You can full clear on him, but just don't take Raps or Krugs till you're level 3. With Jax's passive attack speed, he can clear blue side a bit easier than his red side. Auto attack W reset, and now we can double stun these guys. Nice. We pulled the Gromp out all in one stroke. Auto attack W reset. I think I actually messed that one up. I didn't let the auto pinch first. And nice, we can look for the invade, finished R3 camp double buff 240. We'll go ahead and hit a refill. We want to be absolutely full HP for this fight. He has first strike, we have lethal tempo. That'll be a big leg up for us in the fight to the death. He should be on it right now. Or you may be coming to, yeah, here he is. We got the red buff. I'm gonna ghost and force his flash. Oh, wait, he gets vision from his bola. Huh, it's either that or rewarded. That is kind of interesting. Really wasn't expecting that. He got our ghost, but we got his red and his Krugs. He's probably going to push straight into this here. Yeah. I think he knows that he can't have it. Veigar rotated for that. Kind of interesting. I need to rotate back into my own jungle here. Otherwise, I'm leaving it wide open to the Rengar. Vex is out of mana. Yeah, I'll rotate. Can lead to little XP along the way. Cyan ends up dying. 𝐒𝐈's missed out on a lot of CS, so I don't know how important that is. Jhin is incredibly low. I'll go bot lane here in a second. Veigar rotating is going to blow away my gank cover anyways. It's going to make them know exactly where I am. We'll go ahead and max E first. Their team is very auto attack based with the Jhin, Rengar, and honestly even a 𝐒𝐈 with her empowered autos from passive. Veigar rotated and got killed. It's kind of funny. He was very obvious. He didn't like push his wave in at all before he even roamed. I do have red buff here. Ooh. Got the stun. Very nice. I'm going to need a Soraka heal or something here. I'll attack W reset. Block that with my E. And got the stun as well. Yumi's trying to pinch kill on me. She nearly got it there. Very, very, very close. A lot closer than I would have liked it to be. Rengar stacking up some gold off first strike. An extra 39. It's actually not that much. First strike's an okay rune. I think it's a little overhyped though. I was excited about it when it came out, but when you look at how much it's actually giving you, it's really quite low in comparison to what Conqueror or even like lethal tempo would give. 80% bonus attack speed from lethal tempo and Conqueror giving heaps of extra AD or AP depending on what you're building. We'll play Gromp Wolves in the Scuttle Crab here. Jax is all about avoiding deaths because his scaling's insane. You don't have to make crazy early plays, just decent farming, decent pathing, and start scaling up. Unlike most jungle champions, Jax doesn't really fall off. The closest thing he does to falling off is team fights he can struggle versus heavy AoE CC comps. They have things like Alistar. I guess the Vex is going to be an issue, Yuumi R is going to be an issue. If worse comes to worse, we can sit on a split push and there's not much they can do about it. Red buff's up in 45. I want this Scuttle, man. When is it coming up? Been great for a while. It grays a minute or less. Rengar Rush, Serrated Dirk. He's going to be free pickings for us. I think Shield Bow is so much better than an early lethality item rush because of the shield. Makes you way tankier. Got the stun. Down he goes. Guess we could leave. 𝐒𝐂𝐈 burned R. I'm out of there. 𝐒𝐂𝐈 burned Flash. Got off my stun. She's gonna get away. That's fine. We can still get Scuttle Crab. That Blast Cone was perfect. We could get back into the fight with our Q. We have 100% KP right now. 3 out of 3. Freaking awesome. Very, very nice. We need to go back for our red buff. I don't want Rengar to snag that. I'll run behind her. I don't want him to know where I am, so he can't just steal something accordingly. As a jungler, you gotta, no matter who you're playing, you never want the enemy team to know where you're at. Gives them way too much power. Yeah, looks like he's invading me right now, because he's just assuming I'm top side. I'm gonna bonk him so hard though. Oh my gosh, what a troll. He's on my red buff. I don't know why, I don't know why they're not moving, but that's kind of funny if he actually ends up getting it. Yeah, he's actually gonna unironically get my red because my bot lane's like, red buff, shmed buff. He's gonna get himself killed for it though. It's not really worth. Yeah, that's not worth it all. Even though I burned my ghost, him having to respawn and giving Veigar that gold is kind of brutal. We'll go ahead and invade his red buff here in a second. He can take it pretty fast. We might not be able to get there in time. He just hit level 5 though, so it's not like he's gonna get level 6 and then beat us. We have our passive fully stacked. We'll be able to shred through this. He might go for Scion first too, which is going to delay him taking his red buff. Yep. He skipped red, went straight for the Scion. Scion needs to damage Rengar as much as possible. Yep, that's huge. That's actually huge. Like, unironically, him getting all that damage on him. Rengar might lay a ward over the wall. He might be full health when he comes over here. He's gonna walk straight into me, into the bush. He might... I don't think he'd ward over the wall here. He shouldn't be level 6, I don't think. He's taking his sweet, sweet time. 𝐒𝐂𝐈's coming, I gotta hurry. Oh, that was such a bad smite. Blocked everything from Rengar, got stunned, auto attack W reset. You're both gonna die for this. Fools! That's brutal. Yeah, she's not gonna fight me. Oh, she's so screwed though. We got her on the pinch. Yep. Q stun, down she goes. We'll get Scuttle Crab off that. Freaking hilarious. Rengar's in a really rough spot now. That's what he gets for invading my red buff though. He got so lucky that my bot lane just decided, you know what, he can have your red. But even still, like I said, him getting red and dying, it's not worth it at all, even though I blew my ghost. He's losing so much tempo. Rengar's not much of a late game champion. He needs to take full advantage of his R in gank situations, because in 5v5 team fights, his R is fairly useless because you're all stacked up. It's best for ganks because you have nowhere to go. He can turret dive you with it basically and just run you down. Getting Herald pre 14 minute mark, fantastic. We can get some plates with this, and we can also get the next Herald as well. I can hold on to it for a minute. There's no rush. I can get full shield bow. I would like to be able to get shield bow and boots all at once, at least tier 1s. Rengar's bot side. He's greeting for the Jinx, and it looks like he's gonna die for it. Oh, so close. Jin Hill barely saved him. I would like to take my Herald mid. They might try to rush down bot turret. Nope. We'll just ping it out. Veigar needs to know. Oh, he just wasted. He wasted the cannon minion. This is free first turret. They're trying to keep her off the wave. Getting middle turret this early is huge. It's going to let Veigar roam. It also gives us a lot more vision on the map of their jungler as he crosses from one side of the jungle to the other. That rock was huge. It zoned them off. If they got to hit it, Rengar could have smited at 900 HP. Trying to give him some space. I might actually die here. I'm on Ghost, but Rengar does have boots. Soraka, you might want to keep running, dude. My gosh. She just went and face checked. I didn't realize Rengar was that low. Now Jinx, the Vex is almost dead there. I need my shield bow, like, badly. Is he gonna walk into me here? No, he's not. That would have been so greedy. I think I should just reset. I don't think he's gonna take my red buff. He's too low on health unless this bush is warded. I don't want to take my red buff, reset, waste some of its duration. Be better off resetting now. Grab shield bow. Their team's extremely AD heavy. They do have triple magic damage, actually. We could always pick up a GA or a dead man's to balance out our build after Immortal shield bow with a heavy self-healing type of build on particularly melee junglers, usually looking for Bork because it helps your lethal tempo a lot. They get a dragon, not a big deal. We'll get second Herald. I was missing my item for so long, hurting me really bad. Good, and just might the Jhin, no tier 2 boots. If he doesn't have flash here, he's dead. Veigar landed rock. Soraka lands snare. Yeah, Yumers is dead. Big stuff. I don't think they have the comp, man. Late game, they don't have a lot of answers for Vague Cage. It's gonna be hard for their team to follow up, even if X does land R. Running past Vague Cage and rocks is difficult. Plus, oh, auto attack W reset. Got my R on. Oh, got him barely. Holy moly. That was close. I almost got away with the crime. I'll go for his red buff. His spawn times have been so freaking short this game. It's barely longer than him recalling. It's been so short. Wow, Vague killed there. All right. Can't believe that actually killed. Oh, whoa. Okay. Vague's on a power spike right now. He's also electrocute. That makes Veigar's burst way scarier. We have our passive stacked, ready to fight Rengar. There's not much you can do. When Jack's passive's fully stacked, what is this guy doing? Why would he do that? Okay. That was bizarre. I guess he did it because I had a red buff. Mine's about to end though, and I also get more XP from jungle monsters. Jinx is starting to help herself to my camps as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too big into that. Guess she's gonna leash me. That's really nice of her. That's just funny, man. I don't get it. Like, it makes sense. If your jungler's already level 6, they're not in the area, you take the camp. But when your jungler's there, you don't take the camp. It's that simple. That's a giga BM. That's if your jungler's not even ganking and you're at a wave, they're not supposed to just show up and steal the wave. The only time your jungler's supposed to like shove wave, yeah, they just suicided. Jinx. That's hilarious. GG's, well played. Good stuff, man. We'll go ahead and do another shield bow Jax. I think it's a lot of fun. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of Max Lifesteal Jax Jungle. For our runes, we have Lethal Tempo, Triumph Alacrity with 𝐒𝐻𝐿, Condition, Revitalize, Attack Speed 80, and Armor. Up against a 𝐒𝐿𝐴, what are the odds? One of my favorite champions to play against on Jax. Jax plays really well against auto attack based junglers, whether it's 𝐒𝐿𝐴, Kindred, Warwick, Xin Zhao, all that type of stuff. My teammates are doing an invade without me. I'm gonna go ahead and reset. They got Zyra Flash. It's pretty good. Our level 1 is pretty strong for an invade with the Anivia Leona. With that being said, Ezreal is very good at fighting off invades with his Qs, so high risk, high reward, I suppose. My teammates might be kind of mad I didn't show up to that. It's just not something we need to do. I think our comp's better with the Anivia. She outranges really everything on their team. And none of them can match me in a split push. So if this goes late game, we always have that option to sit on the split. They'll have to send minimum of 2 people, and I might be able to kill them both, or I can back off momentarily while my team fights 4v3 elsewhere on the map. And take blue buff into Gromp. This is actually Jax's preferred clear, honestly. Blue buff Gromp is very, very strong for him since he can keep all of his attack speed up. Then we'll get our red buff, invade. You don't have to invade on Jax. Just follow the rule of don't take Raptors or Krugs before you are level 3. As long as you do that, you probably won't fall behind. That's the worst thing on Jax, is if you start falling behind. Super, super frustrating. You can get drawn into a ridiculously long game and never quite hit your power spike. Today our power spike is going to be that sweet, sweet Immortal Shield Boat and the Bork. Borkin for the porkin. Block 2 autos there. Messed up that auto attack reset. Auto attack W. Teemo shoving up on the Renekton. We could possibly gank that. I'm gonna look for the invade on 𝐒𝐿𝐴, pop my last refill. I want to be absolutely full health. Ooh, this is too free, dude. This is too free. I like how fast she is. Like, how is she actually this fast? That's insane. He hasn't taken his red. Oh wait, he did just take his red. Why is she doing this much damage, and why is Anivia just like not helping? All right, okay, we got the double. Anivia started to help there at the end, but she was kind of just watching me die there for a while. Like she didn't want to fight it or something. Jax is really scrappy. I think they need to nerf Zoe. The fact that she could outrun me when I'm on Ghost, and I also have 350 base movement speed, and she probably only has 340 or lower, is ridiculous. She doesn't have Nimbus Cloak either, but she seems to get sped up every single time she uses a summoner spell, because that's a thing, apparently. I really don't like that champion. I think she's cancerously overpowered in the early mid game. Late game, honestly, she is pretty bad. Early mid game, she's just so dumb. She didn't hit me with a single bubble and still did my whole HP bar, nearly killed me without even landing bubble. Champ is nuts. First back, we'll be looking for Noon Quiver. She put 𝐒𝐿𝐴 in a bit of a rough spot running to him like that. 𝐒𝐿𝐴's early scraps, especially against Jax, aren't that great. Might be able to get top scuttle as well. Let's see. I'm missing a big chunk of health. Oh, wow. We are. Beautiful. I even ghosted from a distance so she couldn't pick up my ghost. I had my movement speed all ramped up. Why is Teemo running away? What is this? He lost a lot of health. I kind of have to back anyway, so it doesn't really matter how much damage I take there. As long as I don't die, that's all that counts. He's going to have to reset. We'll pick up Noon Quiver and Boots with a control ward. And I'm gonna hold on to this controller. I'm not gonna lay it. I made that mistake last game where I just laid it to kind of lay it. It's better to hold on to use this as an escape in a life or death situation. Since we have Oracle Lens and all. I kind of want to try Umbral Glaive on Jax. I'll do a different game with that of Umbral. I typed it in wrong. It's the one that lets you see wards. It's really, really nice. Lets you prowl the map with confidence, knowing that they haven't seen you. If a ward does see you, it lets you know. Very cool item. Zoe is 2 levels up on me, even though she's died. That's beautiful, man. You love to see that. That is just the state of the jungle at the moment. Even if you're ahead, it is nearly impossible to be a higher level than the mid or top. Like past the 5-minute mark. Very, very challenging. The only way you can do it is if you soak some fat minion waves. You show up when your laner has like 20 minions. That's about it. Even if you die, even if you have an early death on mid lane, you can hit level 6 before the 6-minute mark. Absolutely crazy. Most junglers are lucky to hit level 6 before 7-minute 30. Absurd. Anivia finds the kill. Fantastic. Zoe's gonna start falling off. She's not getting her lead going. I know Leona's running into me. I'm not gonna cancel my blue buff. She should be able to get away just fine. Got the stun off on me. I'm gonna stun him early. I don't want him to get this kill. I was taking way too much damage. I kind of had to jump away. I wasn't sure what Zyra's cooldowns were. And if I died, things were going to get really bad for my team. Not sure why things went so hard there. Maybe it's because I used my stun too early. I used my stun as a stun rather than a damage blocker. I didn't really block any autos with it. I was trying to save the Leona. Maybe that's why that fight was so hard for us. It's almost always better to use your E to block damage and stun rather than just go for the stun. It takes so much more damage if you're using it as a raw stun source. Which is why if you're playing Master Yi against Jax, you just Q late on Yi and you can usually dodge the Jax stun. Because if Jax uses this easy early to stun you, then he didn't even really block any of your autos. Oh, it's so dumb. I don't want to leave my control word for that. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Did I mention the part where I said I really don't like Zoe as a champion? 2 dads nearly one-shots me. It's gross with 2 abilities. Well, I guess if she R'd, maybe you can count that as 3. I don't think her R actually does any damage, though. We're getting close to our shield bow. Probably stick around until I can buy it. Viego's dead. I think we take Dragon here. It's our best move. Who killed Viego? Must have been my bot lane. Lucian's extremely overpowered right now. Lucian and Graves both have around a 50% ban rate each, which means they're essentially pick or ban. If both teams want it, it's not going to get banned. And both teams are usually going to want it. Don't really want to reset. Kind of have to though. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that bubble. Oh my god. Team. That bubble actually blocked me from going across the wall, man. Champion's so freaking broken. We'll get our revenge sooner or later. Even with her forcing an early recall. She's not really getting any kills. She's just slowing us down. They really don't have a good way to deal with Anivia. If Zoe doesn't land sleep on Anivia, they lose 100%. Because Teemo can't get to Anivia. Zyra certainly can't. Ezreal can kind of reach with Qs. That's not going to stop her, though. A single Q is very little. Big all-in from Renekton. Oh, I think he lives. Triumph healing's pretty good. Got the mushy. Oh, Skull's down. I think you can hug this wall and it can't see you, though. Try that out. I'll build up my attack speed and then womp Viego. Oh, he stunned me, lol. I still got off my stun, too. I have a feeling Teemo and Zyra are going to rotate to this. Or Teemo and Zoe. Yeah, later Zoe. She's trying to land her electrocute on me. And she did! 3 autos, dude. Who needs skill shots? 3 autos for the electrocute. Very nice. Don't think that's what they intended with that keystone, but it works. Especially on Zoe because of her R. Nivea making a break for it. She has our teammates to back her up. Lucian's fed as well. They should be able to handle that without me. We'll take blue Gromp. Reset for shield bow. Yeah, this game's a stomp, bro. Lucian's too fed. He did bleed shut down. It shouldn't matter too much. No matter how fed the enemies are, they don't have an answer to my split push, and they don't have an answer to Nivea's range. Oh, man, I should really back for shield bow. I feel like I could still kill Viego on his red buff, though. If I back, I could miss it. It's up in a minute or less. Because of that, I'm going to end up staying. This red buff's taking forever to come up, man. Took a sweet time on it. Oh, someone just saw me there. Okay, maybe I'm seeing things. This red buff's still not coming up. Ezreal's even a full item. He's 1 and 2, 70 CS. I am gonna have to reset. Not worth dying for it. So this should help against sleeps. It doesn't say that it doesn't help against sleep, so I'm just gonna assume that it does. It only doesn't help you against airbornes and suppressions, which they don't. The only airborne or suppression they have is Zyra R. That's it. When it knocks you up, he's gonna get that. I can't get there in time. He'll smite it. He went for early play to still caps. He's delaying his first item. Looks like he's going in for Kraken Slayer, which is very greedy on Viego these days. Viego's highest win rate and most picked builds are Divine Sunderer. By far his best. We'll go for Herald and end it early. This game wasn't close enough to want to drag out. So there was a Teemo Shroom and a control ward in this bush while Leona was laying wards everywhere, so she didn't check that bush though. Like Oracle's her body aura ward. Nothing. I could die here. Little rat. She thought just because I was running away, I couldn't turn on her. I was only running away to build space just in case her teammates were rotating. Goodbye, Teemo. Our lifesteal is going to keep us up. Viego, wow, Viego with the shutdown. All right. It's not worth laying Herald for this. I can break it with my bare hands. Might as well hold on to it. And they quit. That's it. Whoa! That's part 2, baby. If you guys enjoyed this Jax jungle, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is 𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐒. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.